everybody. Thank you for being here. You can sit, please. This graduation ceremony is open. Before beginning, please, I must confess that we have not enough rope for the faculty member. They are all here, nearly all here, and some of them have no rope. You will forgive us. That's my first comment. My second comment before beginning is, since 3 days, several people ask me, why Wils? Why Luxembourg? And I try to make them understand that, in fact, Wils is the capital of the DBA. And you know, I use one of my software on my iPhone, and I put on it Wils. And you know what I saw? Wils is in the center of the world. You know, the blue point, it's Wils. And it is in the center of the world. Okay. I hope you agree, because you are here. My third comment is that generally, when I have to talk in English, I prepare everything about what I have to say. But because of my dear colleague, and because of our very rich and long academic council, I had not the time to prepare everything I will tell you. So you will forgive me. Maybe your second question after why Wils? Maybe your second question is about Business Science Institute today. Business Science Institute today, as you know, it's a non-for-profit organization created in 2013. It's today an international academic network organization. We have more than 120 DBA students. All of them are managers, you know that. The average age is 46. You come from 33 nationalities, and globally we have more than 120 professors, all full professor or HDR or research active. We opened 19 groups in 3 continents. And we teach in 3 languages: German, English, French. Oh, you will present in English, excuse me. And you know, for the DBA, we have today 3 formats. One is the face-to-face format. I will say the traditional format. The second one is the digital DBA in English and in a remote system. And the third one is in French, is à distance. Okay. Since yesterday evening, we have 35 theses defended, published 15 books, and as we just told to our academic council, we are also involved in the IPA CFMD accreditation process. I want to tell you that because of the consequences of the involvement on this process, the consequences will be important, of course, and we do it for you. We do it for the doctoral students, and we do it also for our doctor. We have, of course, a lot of project development in different countries, and because we focus on impact, we are also thinking about a journal on managerial impact. But you know, all this is based on a network organization. If you think that we are here in the Ardennes all the year long, you are wrong. If you think that all the staff is here, based here, you are wrong also. Now, we are a network organization. 9 persons work on a regular basis with PSI. Of course, the first one is Caroline. Where is Caroline? Thank you, Caroline. And when you talk about Caroline, everything stops, you know. Okay. Caroline, of course. The second one is Catherine. Where is Catherine? Some support from the digital DBA and distance DBA for Catherine, and also the group of Paris. And then a lot of people is working for BSI. You will not see Aline, but as you know, Aline is part of the research support. She is based between France and Germany, and as you know, she helped the doctoral student to find paper, article, and so on. Jan is based, Jan was in Ireland, then he was in Lyon, and now I think he is in Zimbabwe. Anyway, we don't mind, he works for IT, and our website is working. All the software are working, thanks to Jan. Stephen, join us. Where is Stephen? Okay, thank you. The most important man here is Stephen. He's working on the accreditation process, and all the new procedure that we introduced in BSI, in Business Science Institute, is thanks to Stephen. Thank you, Stephen. Okay, then Samuel was here last year. He's not with us today. Samuel is in Porto, in Portugal, and is in charge of advertising and communication. Alize is here, yeah. Okay, thank you, Alize. Alize is in charge of social network. I cannot tell you where Alize is based. It changes every week. I think that next week she will be in Budapest, that's right? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, she's always traveling, but she's working on social network, and that's perfect. We have also, and you must know that the Moodle platform is managed by two persons based in La Rochelle, Maël and Franck. And the auditing and the accounting person and the auditing person are more external, and they are based here in Luxembourg. Maybe I miss
Julia.
Oh, where is Julia? Okay, Julia, I miss Julia. Julia is in charge of all the answer to all the candidates from all over the world. And she managed all these processes from Berlin, and she managed also the German group, and we can say with a lot of efficiency. Yeah. But you know, in life, nobody is perfect. Julia will leave us next Monday. So good luck, Julia. And you know, generally, when you stay, you have no present, but when you leave, you have one. When Caroline will find the present, you will receive it. Oh, nice. Okay. Julia, can you come, please? You have been working with us during 4 years. And you know, we have been working together during 2 years without any face-to-face meeting. So e-management does exist, and we can manage without being with the people. Thank you, Julia, and good luck. Okay, but we are not here only for Julia. We are here also for a graduation process. Maybe that's what you expect, I think. Maybe we have to remind to the other people that we have quite a strict process, you know. The defense is the result of a 3 years process, and we need, before the defense, we need the approval of the supervisor. Generally, we check the thesis before sending it to the reviewer. Then we need the approval and the feedback of 2 reviewers. And if these 2 reviewers disagree, we ask for a 3rd reviewer. and the defense is organized. That's what we did yesterday in front of 5 to 7 international professors. We have been created in 2013. We are in 2018, so we can have some statistics, you know. And that's important, to be clear and transparent on that. 40% of the students present their thesis in 3 years. 40% of the students present their thesis in 4 years. 5% maybe 5 years. And 15% abandoned, they give up their thesis. This year, 7 defenses have been deferred until next year, 3 on the advice of their supervisor and 4 on the report of the reviewer. 9 defense have been organized and 9 students succeeded, and we will congratulate them. We can say, based on our experience, that the success depends on 2 main factors. The first one, of course, is the work of the students, and the second one is also the quality, of course, of the supervision by the professor. But I must be clear on one point. Of course, that's evident for all the colleagues. But I wanted to write it because I've been obliged to tell that to a doctoral students. The title of doctors cannot be bought. Generally, in all the seminar, when I welcome the student, I explain 5 minutes after the beginning that you are no more a client, you become a student. What I explain here is a clear demonstration of our purpose. If it was not so, they will not be here. And if they are not here, there is no DBA program. Is it clear? Yeah. Thank you for the approbation. Okay. No, I do appreciate your support, you know. Somebody say no, it's not clear. I can repeat. No problem. Okay. You know, we focus a lot on managerial impact. Why? Because we consider that the specificity of the GBA is the fact that the thesis is embedded in managerial practices, and the fact that at the end of the thesis we need to have recommendation, managerial recommendation. We need a feedback for the field, we need a feedback for the organization. And so, since we created the Business Science Institute, we had expected impact. Of course, we have the defenses and graduated students. That's why we exist, and it is expected. Another expected impact is the publication, of course, the book. We published 15 books. It was in our agenda. So that's part of the expected impact. But I must say that this year, I discovered some unexpected impact. The first one, and some of the doctors from the former year, maybe I can quote, they are there, or they have been there this week. The Dr. Bode, Bogart, Wasida, Fall, Gelmami, Sibide, when they talk to us, they explain all the impact of the DBA on their personal career. It's the first kind of impact, of course. The second kind of impact is about the companies. Because these doctors, they explain to us that some of their recommendations have been implemented in their country, in their company. And that's very important. It means that our theses are theses with impact. And on our point of view, the main difference between DBA and other systems is the fact that this kind of theses have a strong impact. Then we discovered, it is our third unexpected impact, We discovered the creation of an alumni network. We discovered that the students who came back, they want to create more than an association. They ask for international feedback to manager. And it was not exactly expected. And then we discovered then that we discovered the creation of a network of colleagues with friendship relation. We discovered some love story. Not yet babies. Our babies are here. And the love story I'm talking about are mainly on that side. You know, a few years ago, a doctoral student told me, I forgot the word in English.
Wedding agency.
A doctoral student told me, you are a wedding agency. I was quite surprised to be a wedding agency. And he said, yes, you put together the professor and the doctoral student, so you organize a wedding. But I didn't think about love. And now I have seen some love story in our community. Do you know what I heard this morning? This morning, Professor Chevalier explained that last year she has been working with Professor Payot. Yeah, and they have been discussing a lot about project. The same Professor Payot told me 1 year ago, you know, I discovered in BSI some colleague I didn't know. The book we presented this morning is a result of the work of 3 colleagues, François Chevalier, Nathalie Mitev, Martin Cloutier, that didn't meet before today. That's what I call the love story of BSI. And moreover, this morning, Françoise told me that we are, and she's right, we are an extended academic organization, academic enterprise. That's what I wanted to tell you in introduction.